and go.
Completely pre-programmed and autonomous for the first 15 seconds. 51-88, going a little bit of rogue on top of their opponents, but continuing to play as per normal. 76-17, proudly placing a couple of game pieces there at the top part of their coral station, potentially going for one more, and just about able to sneak one in as we wrap up our autonomous period. The remaining 2 minutes and 50 seconds is all teleoperated as human players pick up the controllers and drive the robots that their team built over the past 10 weeks. 28-67 Elk Logics removing that algae piece and preparing it for placing a coral. Their 2-in-1 armed mechanism allows them to remove that coral, get it out of the way, and then place that coral on their coral reef for additional points for their alliance. 85-64 the Disco Ducks sneaking in one of the game pieces onto the lowest part of the branch. That's the L2 level, since L1 is that black trough just above those April tag QR code looking dudes. 51-88 now back in action, continue to play game pieces on the top part of their coral reef. Their mechanism allows them to slide that coral piece back and forth, providing additional scoring opportunities, especially as you reach onto the upper parts of the reef. A lot of teams building with tall elevators, but they had to keep in mind that makes it more tipsy and likely to fall over. The teams maintain that low center of gravity and watching their impulses for sure. Just over 70 seconds remaining. The match scores 49-36 in favor of your Red Alliance. Plenty of scoring opportunities remaining that the Robo Blazers are definitely taking advantage of. From Carmel, Indiana, they've been slowly chipping away at the top part of their reef and potentially going for that ranking point. Both teams already a quarter of the way there. It's been hand in hand so far. Alliance has been able to match each other's skill sets, and we'll see how they keep doing that for the remainder 45 seconds of the match. Blue Alliance almost completely devoid of algae, so those teal spheres are now displaced all across the field. Those will become hazards as they enter the end game period, where all of those have migrated over to underneath the barge and those caged off areas. Score still 75-68, only 7-point difference between these teams, and plenty of points available in the end game, which could be potentially a deciding factor. We just heard that sonar ping one of the red cages set swinging. Those are pretty heavy and can do quite a bit of damage to robots, especially with its high velocity. Red Alliance ramming in and potentially preparing for another park, getting a little bit banged up by that swinging cage. Blue Alliance trying to sneak in a few more game pieces, and just about time to park as they wind down. That's about all the time we have for qualification match 17. Stick tight for those scores here at the Finn District Washington event, sponsored by Vincennes University Center for Applied Robotics and Automation and Indiana Toyota. And we'll have to make sure that they continue to make sure they get those ranking points. Blue getting it 3 for winning the match. The Red Alliance taking 1 for their hard work and autonomous. Again, only 6 points difference here, and that was done in the coral. Stick tight for qualification match 18.